The GBG.
They just announced Kesha will be headlining the NBA All-Star pregame concert. In the meantime, she's admitted something interesting. She says there's one thing that completely sets her apart from other artists, and that's the way
The way I write songs is a little different than I think most people. I'm really taking you inside my process. It's a really intimate moment for me. But I always let my breasts choose the chord progression. So, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay. Lower yourself.
I'm going to lower myself slowly onto this keyboard.
Oh, wow.
Oh, gosh.
It's a C major, if I'm not mistaken.
It's Kesha playing the keyboard with her boobs right there.
That first thing she did with the first boob thing, that sounded like the beginning of a cool song.
Could be. So maybe she's on to something right there. She's got a documentary that will air on MTV in April called Kesha, My Crazy Beautiful Life. We'll get to see some very interesting things of Kesha, one of which is allegedly sipping on her own urine. Yeah, gross.
Well, how did you just gloss over that?
Because it's gross. I don't really want to get into it. It's gross.
Okay.
Anyway, world-class fashion designers do not want to have anything to do with Kim Kardashian. She's been hanging out with a lot of them because, you know, her baby daddy, he's into that.
If anyone knows Kanye, they just know how into fashion he is, and I think he's going to have things like specially made.
She's talking about, you know, the clothes for the baby, but we all know he is somewhat of a fashionista himself. Anywho, she's at this big Elle magazine photo shoot, and there's some fancy schmancy designers there, and a rep for Kim has told industry members that there was some fashion snobbery going on. She wanted the high-end people to loan her some clothes for the shoot. I guess this is a totally normal thing. And they told her, why don't you step into your own line that's at Sears?
Oh.
And they,
was that a fashion burn?
I guess
fashion
so.
burn.
I guess so. It's fashion snobbery, I guess. And so she was a little offended by that. Poor Kim Kardashian. You got to give Kim Kardashian a lot of credit. She's got a lot of haters. And girls, she's making bank.
She's done a lot
forward. She's very
with a little.
successful. She's got a great family. I mean, in some ways, in more than one way, I love Kim Kardashian. I have much respect for her. Justin Bieber, he is in a little bit of a feud now. It all started when the Black Keys drummer, Patrick Carney is his name, was stopped by TMZ after winning lots of awards at the Grammys.
Alicia Keys drummer?
The Black Keys drummer. The Black
Kyle,
Keys.
her name is Alicia.
Stop it! It's a band. They won a lot of awards at the Grammys. After winning those awards,
we wouldn't have that kind of talk in here.
TMZ starts following you around, and they asked about the highly publicized thing that Justin Bieber was snubbed by not getting a Grammy nomination. What did the Black Keys drummer say about Justin Bieber not being nominated?
Justin Bieber?
Yeah, for not getting nominated.
He's rich, right?
Yeah, it's true. So you can do without the Grammys?
I mean, I don't know. Grammys are for music, not for money, and he's making a lot of money. I don't know. You should be happy, I guess.
So, of course, Justin Bieber is a little offended and then goes to Twitter and says, the Black Keys drummer should be slapped around a little bit.
I like the Chinese guitar player. But this is the racial GBG now.
What?
Because Black Keys, Alicia Keys, she's black, kind of.
Where's the Chinese?
Because it's race continuing now. There's a Chinese guitar player. There's a black drummer. Black Keys.
Thanks, Rich. Moving on. Steve Martin, you guys. He is 67 years old. 67 years old. Has just become a dad for the first time in his life. Had a baby.
Can you do that?
His wife is 41. She had a baby in December. This couple is extremely private. That's why we didn't find out in December about it. But yes, this is a secret they've been keeping. But they did have a baby, and they're happy about it.
He's going to be bummed that he didn't do this 20 years ago. I'm a big fan of his. And I think something happens to a guy when you get to be a certain age, you don't have kids. And they start to get really weird. Like, he was getting really weird.
They smell funny.
You start playing the banjo all the time. And just, you remember? I
don't want to do movies. I want to do a banjo tour. Like, oh, that's not necessary.
I've seen his banjo tour, though. It's awesome.
You've seen it?
But like, now that he has a kid, you're going to see a different side to him if he lives that long, since he's flipping almost 70.
That's kind of wild, isn't it?
It is crazy.
I didn't know that you still had, swimmage at 70.
Oh, yeah. Guys can have
Congratulations.
swimmage until they're 100 and something. Benjamin Franklin had kids all the way up until his 80s.
Really?
Yeah.
Benjamin Franklin, I
that
thought,
real?
died when he was
Said
like
so.
34.
You ever read the back of a $100 bill?
Okay. On our website right now, johnjaneridge.com, type in the keyword GBG. You can see Kesha playing the keyboard with her boobs. Yes, that really happened.
White
And
Kesha.
Taylor Swift is taking a major dig at Harry Styles. See the proof on our website, johnjaneridge.com, keyword GBG.